Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I'm your host Sellssi, and we're still getting reactions from the Ghana Black Stars squad that has been named by Coach Otuado. Yes, and it's got a little people wondering why are some players in there, why are some players not in there. Today, I've gotten some explanations on why some players are not in the team and why some are included in the team. We're going to talk about that. We'll also look at the itinerary for the Ghana Black Stars team as they prepare to face Nigeria on Friday, then 4 days later face Uganda. As usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't and click on that notification bell to get more updates. So we jump right into it and first talk about the itinerary for the Ghana Black Stars. As you already know, the game is not going to be played in Ghana here. So none of the players will travel into the country for that game. So no airport link ups as I would have loved to do that. But they will travel straight into Morocco, Marrakesh. On Tuesday, they will jet off into Morocco, have their first session probably in the afternoon or early morning on Wednesday, and then they will start preparation for that game, which will be in 2 or 3 days' time. Now, onto the squad list that was named. And Ibrahim Sani Dara, who was a communications person for the FA under Kwesi Nyantakyi and currently works with CAF and also with this current FA, sought to bring some explanation to the squad that was named. Some people are saying this squad was put together by the FA. Others are saying Otuado has been influenced. Whichever way you have it. Sani Dara posted this on Twitter, and I was a bit taken aback. He said key facts from the coach Otuado's first squad. Otuado released his first squad in his second stint as the Black Stars while many were sleeping. Yeah, why was the squad released at that time? They are not in another country where we would say it's a different time zone. Even if they were in Morocco already, it's just 2 hours ahead. So, and you can consider your people when doing some things. So why was it done that way? Otto hurriedly named the squad to beat the FIFA deadline for calling players from clubs. Otto hurriedly is Otuado. Was he not informed ahead of time? Was he informed the day it was officially announced that he's going to be the head coach of the Ghana Black Stars? What kind of explanation is this from Sani Dara? He's not an official communique from the FA, though he works with them, and I don't want to take this explanation seriously. Hurriedly, so what? He rushed and sought some people's opinion and they thought this and thought that, so he decided to do this. Like, don't we care about the national team enough to have some structures in place that will not mean a coach that comes in or a coach succession of coaches cannot be done properly? What is this one about? He hurriedly named the team. It's just doesn't sit well with me, and I have to say I was disappointed with that explanation. He also said that players getting their debut call up, Frederick Asari of Kotoko. He is making a debut. David Akologo of Aurora with currently he is with the Bolivia squad, and that's the information I have. Akologo has joined the Bolivia squad already. Are they trying to say they could not just make a phone call and find out before including him in our list? What is it? It's like we've not learned anything from that embarrassment that happened in Ivory Coast, and we are still repeating the same mistakes that got us first round elimination in Cameroon and in Ivory Coast. There is no structure, and even if there is, it is not being followed. It's so disappointing to hear this. Akologo is one of the players I was going to talk about today. He was called up by the Bolivia national team, and now Ghana has included him as well. Many are saying he has a decision to make, but the rumors and the reports are that he's already in the Bolivia camp, so nothing about a decision being made. Are the FA or is the coach his technical team trying to say they couldn't just put in a phone call and see whether Akologo was still available or not? Was that too difficult to do? It begs the question. Now, another player who was excluded that got a lot of people talking was Joseph Painstil. And I initially read the report that issues with his visa in the US meant that he cannot travel outside. He's currently with LA Galaxy, in case you do not know, in the MLS. And if visa issues meant that he has to stay until they are sorted before he can travel out. He himself has now come out a couple of minutes as I was preparing to bring you update to explain that. He says, I'm unable to join the Ghana squad as a result of my very recent move to the new club in the United States. There are some further immigration documentation procedures I have to go through, which is why I'm unable to travel outside the United States until the process is completed. For this reason, I'm unable to join the squad for the upcoming friendly games. I have duly communicated the reasons for my absence from the national team to management. I wish the new coach Otoado and my colleagues, the entire team, the best in the upcoming hurdle. Ghana holds a special place in my heart, and I'm always ready to defend and represent the country. So he is there clarifying why he is not in the team for this friendly year. So I think that makes sense. He has to sort the documentation out, and it doesn't allow him to travel and come in as he wants. So it's just a friendly and no fuss about it. I'm sure by June, when we have a competitive game in the World Cup qualifiers, we will have him ready and available if Otoado sees it fit to call him. Another player that was excluded, Inaki Williams. The reports from online and from several other journalists is that Inaki Williams has an injury. He has a slight injury and asked to be excused. Well, yesterday he was in action for Athletic Bilbao. I didn't see that injury. Well, maybe he has had that injury and he has been persisting with it, and he felt that this international break would be a good time for him to fully recover. That could be the reason. So yeah, yesterday he was available and played full throttle 90 minutes for his club side as they won 2-0. And 24 hours later he's injured. I'm sure he has something. He wants to use the international break to recover, and since it's not a competitive game, he probably doesn't see the reason why he should risk his injury for this one. So those players were excluded, and Akologo was included. Questions over that. Now Andre Ayew was also included, and it got a lot of people talking. Andre was named Player of the Month of February for his club side, and it got a lot of people wondering what version of Andre have we been getting. It's strange at times. Football can be that funny, but we have seen over a couple of years and months that Andre Ayew probably his time with the national team might be up. I'm not calling for his head here. I'm just stating what I've seen when Andre Ayew plays. I think there are players, other players, better suited for that position. And Andre Ayew, even he would be honest enough to say probably his time with the national team either a pause or might be up. But it's a friendly game. Do we really need Andre Ayew to be in there? Is this not a chance to try players who have done well across the season and need to be included? Is this not a time to be brave enough? We've seen Andre Ayew and what he can do for Ghana. Brave enough to call other players. We called up an Ivorian and naturalize or change his nationality, Diomande I'm talking about. And it was quite odd for me because I looked online and saw that he's an Ivorian, named as an Ivorian. I watched some of his videos and talk about the debutants later, but is he that great that we had to do that movement so quickly? And Nathaniel Ej as well, another debutant who was included in there. I've not researched and looked at these guys play yet, so I do not want to jump into conclusions on them. But these are the reasons why mainly Inaki and Joseph Painstil were not included. The itinerary I've been talking to you about as well. And also, we've been touching on some inclusions, which probably should not have happened. Akologo and Andrea Ayew, and everything in between. I'll be updating you accordingly. We'll talk about the debutants, but I need to look into them and see how they are going to help the Ghana national team. Great to see Osman Ibrahim getting a shout into the national team. Freddy Kasari for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. A friendly game. He might probably get a few minutes. Akologo is with Bolivia already, so Nathaniel Ej as well will probably get some minutes in the Uganda game. It's 22nd and 26th. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on the reasons and your reservations on the squad that was named by Otuado. when we were all probably asleep. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend.